Okay, so I have not had a good morning routine in a really long time. My morning routine currently has been consisting of staying in bed until like 8:45 or even 8:55, getting changed ASAP, grabbing a banana, and then going straight into my spare room to work. And that's it. And I feel like I need to utilize my mornings a little bit better. I find it kind of depressing that I'm not really using my mornings, and the fact that I just wake up and go to work. I don't know, it just feels like it's draining me a little bit, and I want to change that up and do things for me first thing in the morning before I get to work, just to kind of like relax. So there's going to be a few non-negotiables that I want to do every single day, but then there's also going to be like a list of things that I'm going to pick from that I'm not going to do every single day, but I'm going to pick and choose from, because I feel like having a list and just that same list of things to do every single morning, that's making me anxious and like stressing me out. As long as I do my 3 non-negotiables, which is actually have a proper breakfast, have a cup of tea, and do my skincare, as long as I do those 3 things, then I can use the rest of the time to do anything else that's on the list of things that I have written down on my phone. I'm aiming to wake up every single morning at 6 AM to kind of get a morning routine back in my system. Whether 6 AM is too early, I guess we will figure this out throughout the week. So that's the plan, and I'm intending to film this just for the first week, but I want to also kind of continue doing this post-filming this for the week. And I will of course keep you guys updated, I'm sure, in the future when I do like morning routine vlogs. I'll keep you guys in the know that I'm doing this still, and I'm starting tomorrow morning. So without further ado, I'll see you guys in the morning. The time on the clock behind me is incorrect, by the way, so ignore that. It is not 9 AM, it is 8 AM though. What happened to my plan of waking up at 6 AM? Well, I did. And then I simply rolled over and fell back asleep. I actually woke up at 7:30. And it's now 8 AM because the clock is an hour behind, as the clocks changed yesterday. I've not changed that clock. Day 1 already a fail, but we've got plenty of time to improve. Bring some more light into this flat. It is very dim. It is grey outside. Let's talk breakfast. So I'm gonna have some cereal for brekkie. That is my go-to. Maybe some of these days, if I wake up early enough, I can actually make like a different breakfast, but today I'm gonna have some cereal. I had like the nicest dinner last night and I can't stop thinking about it. I made like a chicken casserole and it was so like garlicky and tasty. Absolutely beautiful. I want to make myself a cup of tea as well. I actually really wanted to catch up on Great British Bake Off because I'm like two episodes behind that, and I was going to use this morning to try and start catching up on that before the show tomorrow. So I guess that's going to be my task for tomorrow morning, is to catch up on Great British Bake Off. But today, because I only have, what, 50 minutes now before I have to get ready for work, I'm gonna have a breakfast. I'm gonna catch up on some YouTube today and then do my skincare, because I need to do that. I'm not going to forget that, don't worry. That is a non-negotiable. So already got 2 of the non-negotiables down. Let's get the 3rd one in as well. Also, I have misplaced my phone. I feel like that's also something that I'm going to try and do a lot in these mornings, is just to have like phone free time, because that can end up in a doom scrolling situation, whereas here it's kind of nice and like chill. Okay, if you guys know, you know that majority of my skincare stuff is in my hallway. I don't really know why, it just is. So I'm going to continue my skincare here. Time wise, guys, it is nearly 9 o'clock. And this is precisely why I want to wake up earlier. So I need to, yeah, make sure I actually wake up earlier tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I still feel like I need to whisper, even though I live alone. I have been having such a chill morning. I woke up at 6 and spent a good like 30 minutes reading, doing the New York Times crossword. Then I scrolled on the socials, responded to some messages, and now I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. And this morning I'm gonna catch up on an episode of the Great British Bake Off. The TV show is on tonight, so I'm going to use my time this morning to catch up on that. And if I have more time, if I have enough time I should say, I'll try and catch up on the next episode too, because I'm 2 episodes behind. So I'm going to try and catch up on both of them this morning. I might catch up on the second one a little bit and then finish it in my lunch hour, so then I'm up to date and can watch the next one tonight. As always, I'm going to use this mug today, my Lando mug. And yeah, I'm not feeling hungry enough for breakfast just yet, so I'll wait a little bit until I eat that. I feel like having breakfast is probably like, I've already done my skincare before this morning as well, so we're all good and that's fun.
But the walnut flavour is fantastic. Thank you.
Thanks, Mills.
Fascinating. Look at a little canapé.
Oh my goodness, it's so crumbly and delicious.
Yeah, thanks. Love the flavours, yeah. It's the and hibiscus gives it a little bit of tartness.
Oh,
Yes, I mean.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Anytime to get cool.
So how many days?
Just proof that I am having my cereal. We have about 30 minutes left until I start work, and we're gonna time this pretty okay. I'm not gonna be able to watch the second episode of the Great British Bake Off. That's okay. I've been feeling like so relaxed. It's honestly only day 2 of waking up and getting up earlier, even though I've not been getting up at 6 AM. Just getting up at 7 AM and like taking my time, having breakfast, having my tea. I'm already feeling like so relaxed and ready to take on the day, rather than waking up and getting straight into work. Like the mindset, and we're only on day 2. So yeah, Anyway, it's also just kind of really nice just to sit here and watch TV first thing in the morning. It feels really naughty, which is wild because I know like little babies are allowed to watch TV first thing in the morning, like that's what they do to kind of entertain them, but like I never do this. I don't think I've ever done this. I can't remember the last time, well, I can't actually remember the last time I watched TV first thing in the morning, other than being for like Formula 1 when I've woken up at like 4 AM to watch it.
And with so many layers to contend with, the bakers need them to set quickly.
Good morning, guys. It is about 7:30 again. I woke up at 6 and I did the same thing again yesterday as I did yesterday, and I have spent the morning doing the crossword. Wednesdays is always really difficult to do on the New York Times crossword, so I spent a while doing that, did a little scroll on the socials, and now I'm here. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and then I think I'm going to read for a little while. It's like really dim and a little bit like it's cloudy. So it's dim, it's dark, it feels like a really cozy time to read a book. So that's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to plan to do today. I'm actually really enjoying this. It's like day 3 of doing this, and I feel like it was the best decision I made to do different things every single day. I've already done my skincare for this morning, and I'm just about to have my cup of tea whilst I do a little bit of reading. I feel like it helps that I don't have like a solid structure every single day and that I can pick and choose. It's making me less stressed or like anxious every morning, and I have been going to bed earlier too, so it's a bonus on 2 sides that it's working out quite well. I'm gonna read for like half an hour I think, and then I'll have some breakfast and get ready for the day, and then my morning will be done. Good morning, guys. It is 20 to 7 in the morning and I don't even think the sun has risen yet, but anyway, I think this is going to show how dark it actually is. I mean, maybe my face can show how dark it is. I'm starting a running plan to get me to 10k, and that requires to have 3 runs a week. So I'm planning to go for a run at 7, and it's going to be an hour's run. So I'm going to have a banana now before I go out, and then I'll come back and hopefully back about 8 o'clock. I mean, it's very, very dim. I don't think it's going to be sunny again today. I think it's going to be rainy. I went to bed last night at like 11, so I've had 7 hours sleep. So I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I'm gonna go straight out for a run. we're gonna try and do this. I'm very nervous. I don't like going for runs first thing in the morning. I've already had my brother message me telling me good luck for this early morning run, because this is very not me to do this first thing in the morning. But I found my glasses. I don't know where my glasses are, and then we can head on out. I'm not going to take you guys with me because that's a hassle. If I remember to, I'll try and film something on my phone. I probably won't though. But it's still a little bit dim outside, but we're going to go for a run. Alright, I am clearly back now. I did just over 5k, and that was hard. That was really hard to do, but it was actually quite nice. The weather outside is kind of crisp. It's cold, but like perfect for running. There wasn't very many people around, which was quite nice. I didn't have to battle around cyclists or like a load of walkers walking in the middle of the pathway. There were a few dog walkers and there were a couple of runners, but that was it. It was quite chill. Oh, my radio's on, I didn't realise that. I've got another hour, so I guess I can still have a bit of a morning routine. I'm actually very tempted to watch this week's Bake Off whilst I have my breakfast. 7:57. Let's make myself a cup of tea. So I've actually changed my mind. I'm actually going to catch up on YouTube because I have 1,843 videos in my watch later playlist. And I was making fun of my mum the other day of having 500 and something notifications in her YouTube. But I have over 1,000, nearly 2,000 videos on my watch later playlist, so I can't really talk.
Discreetly.
When are we gonna go get the cake?
I gotta.
Alright, it's now 8:55 in the morning and I'm ready to get to work. I might catch up on Bake Off tomorrow morning actually. If I don't catch up with it tonight, then I'll do it tomorrow morning. Sounds like a plan. I'll see you guys bright and breezy in the morning.
Signed version over on 4/7. The bakers have their eyes on the pies.
Alright, good morning everyone. So it's now Friday and I'm gonna watch Bake Off because I missed it this week. So I want to watch Bake Off this morning and then by the time that finishes it will be time for work. So that's all I'm gonna do today. Yeah, pretty happy with how my mornings have gone this week. Tomorrow and Sunday, because today's Friday obviously, so Saturday and Sunday I don't really have a reason to wake up super early, so I think I'm going to take those 2 days off. Actually, last night in general I didn't really sleep that well. I kept on waking up in the middle of the night and then I just woke up super early this morning, so I have been just kind of like dozing for the last like couple of hours. But anyway, I'm going to watch Bake Off and then it'll be time for work. There are a couple of things on my list that I haven't actually ended up doing this week, which, you know what, is totally fine. And I don't know if this is going to extend any further, this video, or if I'm going to end it here. I guess we'll find out. If I do end it here, thank you guys for watching. If I haven't finished it here, see you guys tomorrow.
Absolutely lovely.
There's a crack there. Right to the apple. You've got the tartness coming.
Almost unimprovable. Pastry is wonderful.
Hello. It has been a couple of days since I last picked up my camera. It's actually in the evening now, and I wanted to stop filming. Firstly, because it was the weekend, and I thought, you know, it's gonna be the weekend. I'm probably not gonna wake up super early, so I thought I'm not gonna film my morning routines because I'm just going to probably have lions. The truth is, I actually didn't have any lions. I did wake up on Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM and continued waking up and getting up, so I don't feel like I failed at all. In actuality, it's now Tuesday, so it's been, I think, 4, maybe 5 days since I last filmed, and I am really pleased with myself. I have continued doing this challenge during the weekend, the last couple of days. I wanted to not force myself into filming every single day, even so, because I wanted to be able to make sure that I could actually do this not just for filming purposes, that I wanted to know that I could do this by myself and like have this be my normal and not just for show. And I think I've proved to myself that I have got it in me and that this is going to be my normal now. It's now Tuesday, as I said, and tomorrow is going to be a running day. And I realised over last week when I was doing my whole routine every morning, I don't need to wake up at 6 in the morning. That is too early for me. I only really need to wake up at like 7, and I can still watch a film in that time. I can still do whatever I want to do in those 2 hours. I don't need 3 hours before I start working. However, I do need 3 hours or 2.5 hours before work on days that I go for my runs. So tomorrow morning I will be waking up slightly earlier. I want to say like 6:30 to then be out on my run at 7. I think that makes sense, so I can have something to eat before I jog out the door. And I love having those extra hours in the morning to read and watch TV and catch up on YouTube and watch films. It's been so fun, and just like getting things done first thing in the morning is actually very motivating. So I'm definitely going to continue doing this. There we go. It's 5 to 7 in the morning. It is dim. It is dark. It is cold, but I've got to push through. At least it's not freezing yet. It's not got to that point yet. So we're gonna go for a run. It's an hour-long run today. But anyway, I like how I have not moved the camera at all. It is definitely morning now, whereas last night when I did my last clip it was actually night time, and annoyingly I woke up at like 5. No idea why. I'm gonna have my banana, and then in about 15 minutes I'm gonna head on out for my little joggy jog. Oh, it's gonna be cold outside. I'm not looking forward to this run at all. Right then, sorry, I just turned the lights off because I'm about to go for my run. It's now 10 past 7 and I got an hour run, which means I should be back by around 8:15ish, and then I can get on with my day. So let's do this. Oh, I'm dreading being out in this weather. Oh, look, I'm pain. Okay, it is later on now, quite clearly it's later on. I came home. I actually had a longer run than expected. I also left a little later, so I didn't really have much time when I came back home to pretty much just scoff down breakfast, have my cup of tea and start work. So it was a little bit rushed this morning, but that's just because I was enjoying my run. My headphones ran out whilst I was on my run, and it was weird. It was a 45-minute run this morning actually, and the first, I want to say 15 minutes, I could feel I was struggling to warm up, and then the second 15 minutes were better, and then the last 15 minutes were just a little bit tiring. But happy I managed to get out there and do my run. But anyway, it's now lunchtime, so it's no longer a morning routine, but pretty happy with how it's been going. I didn't really film that much this morning, did I? My bad. So I am just sitting here now editing the vlog, and I didn't do like an actual outro. So it's now Sunday, and I have been doing this routine for 2 weeks, and this week I didn't film every single day because I wanted to try and test to see if I'll be able to do it without honestly trying to film myself. There's a different kind of vibe when you know you want to film yourself doing something, so you force yourself to get up early enough to do it, whereas I'm wanting to try and see if I'll still continue doing that when I don't have a reason, like a purpose. And I still did it. I still got up early, maybe not necessarily 6:30 or 7 a.m. I would still have a little lie-in, but I'll be definitely getting up by 7:30 and, you know, using that time wisely, not just spending an entire 2 hours in bed, which I would probably have done beforehand. And I honestly feel really good for it, and I feel like the latest I've gone to bed has been 1 a.m, not 1 p.m, 1 a.m, and that has only been on the Saturday evenings, and otherwise I have been going to bed. The latest is 11 p.m, earliest is about 10:30, which is crazy, and it's kind of mad that I managed to kind of switch my whole night routine, my evening routine, my sleep routine in less than 2 weeks. I actually did it in 1 week. I actually did it in a couple of days, and I feel like that's kind of crazy, like how your body can adapt that quickly. Of course, there were a couple of days where I was more tired, and I did utilize lunchtime naps for the first couple of days as I kind of got my routine in order. But then after that, I had no evening or daytime naps, and I feel really good for it. I feel like I am not pressured to kind of get up ASAP and work. I'm less anxious, I would say, waking up in the morning and going to work and having a gap between waking up and going to work has been really beneficial, I would say, and just having that hour, 2 hours to kind of settle in, do something a little bit different, and then, I don't know, it's kind of set my days off to a good start. So yeah, I'm really pleased with myself that I managed to do this, and like a lot of people know how bad my night and sleep is. Knowing that I have now fixed it and I'm going to bed at 11 p.m. and no longer staying up half of the night, I feel like I'm still at the beginning stages. Of course, it's only been 2 weeks, but I am noticing that I'm paying more attention, that I'm not kind of getting like headaches or tired like mid-afternoon. I'm not having that slump. It's funny because I am actually having more sleep. Even though I'm getting up earlier, I'm actually going to bed for a longer amount of time, and I think my phone said I've hit my 7.5 hour sleep goal for the last 11 days, and that has not happened in years. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Anyway, that is this video. I will keep you guys updated. I'll probably do some sort of vlog in the future, and you know, I'll let you guys know, but I don't see myself changing this anytime soon. I have really enjoyed having a morning routine that's not structured, and having a morning routine that changes every single day apart from my non-negotiables honestly kind of makes it more interesting. Like, I'm not just stuck doing the same thing every single day, which I feel like a lot of morning routines on YouTube is just doing the same exact thing every single morning, and that's not realistic. That's not realistic for me. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna run the outro now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.